Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Hotbox, and I was working on a different video when all of a sudden I get news that Sony has made the most stupid decision that I have ever seen them make. As someone who plays primarily on PC and PlayStation, this really sucks. Honestly, most of my videos aren't really like last minute off the cuff like this, but I just have to talk about it because I'm honestly high key upset. If y'all didn't hear the news, PlayStation will discontinue this games after January 2028. It's looking like everyone is royally pissed off, and rightfully so. This is trending everywhere, especially if you're a PlayStation fan like I am. This is beyond devastating. The brand that we grew up with literally no longer exists. The big shift in direction is because most gamers are buying digital nowadays. In the blog itself, it says in a response to trends and shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only, which makes no fucking sense because no one is going to a retailer, to get a physical game. It makes no sense. So the blog reads as follows. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continues to shift away from physical disc to digital, physical game disc production and all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that have already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is the natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to customer trends as general preferences for digital media significantly outpaces physical disc. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games. We'll continue to prioritize our resources and drive innovation in how players access games and provide choices to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether that's at retailers or at PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience for our fans, and we want to thank you for your continued support. Yeah, it reads like a bunch of corporate bullshit. So, as you see, the reasons for this is because most consumers, and I think it's about 80%, only buy digital games. And no one is buying physical games. Well, this makes sense. Honestly, it completely eliminates competition or used game purchases. More often than not, I will specifically pick up a digital copy of the game out of convenience. And that's roughly about 70% of my library. But I understand why they're doing this, but there are so many people who buy physical games for the ownership. For me personally, I just like to have choice at the end of the day. I can shop around for something that I want to buy. You feel me? So this whole thing is just eliminating choice. Honestly, it's funny because not even a week ago, me and the boys went to a gaming convention called Too Many Games. And we found a bunch of games that we remembered from our childhoods or we couldn't find on a digital storefront. And we went around to multiple booths just buying obscure games and talking with people there as long as with each other about the memories we have over this game, our willingness to play them, you know what I mean? Because most of us, and at least in my friend group, we still have our older consoles. So that's why physical games still means a great deal to all of us. True, I make most of my purchases digitally, but I like the choice. This is such a terrible decision. Like, Twitter is on fire right now, gaming Twitter at least. PlayStation diehards aren't fucking with it. Everybody's pissed. And the thing that makes this more annoying is just that this week alone, they already erased 500 plus movies from paying customers' catalog because of licensing. And now that they announced in the very same fucking week that they want to remove physical copies, so they're telling us to trust them while they just showed us why we shouldn't trust them because they had just gotten rid of digital purchase. You think those guys are going to be able to get their movies again? No. So why would we trust you when you just showed us why not to? Like, it's madness. I am personally failing to see any reason while stay in the PlayStation ecosystem right now. Physical copies of games was a massive reason to stick with them, and the main reason is because they don't lower their prices on their storefront like Steam at all. Every game that you can find on PlayStation Store is more expensive than the physical version. It's always been like that, which is why it was always cool to have a choice to get one in the digital storefront out of convenience, or go pick up one that's just cheap and you just want to play a game that's used, or maybe just borrow your friend's game. Like, that's out of the equation too. Mind you, on top of all this, unlike Steam, we're paying for basic multiplayer functionality as well. So what is the upside to any of this? Because I will bet my last dollar that that the digital games aren't going to be cheaper, even though they're completely no longer manufacturing discs. We won't see any profits there. We won't see anything, but they will. I guarantee you these digital editions will still be as expensive as they always were, even though there's no reason for them to print discs. Honestly, the more that I keep thinking about it and talking, because again, this is not scripted. I'm just talking. The more and more I'm getting mad about it, and and the less incentive. Again, I have to stay with this ecosystem because let's be real. Yes, Wolverine and God of War will be releasing next year or this year, whatever. But the amount of first-party exclusives that we had this generation can be counted on one hand. That was the main reason to stick with them. That and the physical copies. And also, let's not forget that this company has been hacked so many times at this point. Like, their security is not worth it. On top of that, my gripe. They're going back to live service games. They want to explore live service games like they hadn't thrown money away in the toilet already. And they still want to explore this? Like, what's going on with this company? Like, it doesn't make no sense. And on top of that, again, now you're taking away our physical copies from us. This is bullshit. Like, the whole, PlayStation 6 to me is pretty much dead. Because I ain't buying it. And the system is gone. Like, the whole PlayStation ecosystem is done. It's done in 2028. The tagline, "Play has no limits," feels so incredibly ironic now. I ain't gonna hold you niggas. The destruction of physical media, it has to be studied because everything we have, we don't own it anymore. We rent it. They can get rid of our libraries whenever they want, using whatever excuse, as if licensing or expenses or whatever, and on a whim. And we can't do shit about it. Gaming was one of the last holdouts for physical media. And right now, in 2 years, we're losing that too. Because if you think these other companies aren't going to follow with this, they will. Whenever a company sends a trend, the other two follow. Nintendo and Xbox will follow this. Actually, Xbox is rumored not to have a disk drive. Their games are supposed to be all digital on their next project. Nintendo is already heading in that direction little by little with their game cartridges where you have to download the game to the cartridge. What are we doing here? Like, this is going to be the death of physical media as we know it. And now, they just opened the doors wide open to piracy because when shit like this happens, we've seen it before with the music streaming boom and all these other avenues, just like TV streaming and movie streaming. Once you start jacking up prices and making it shit harder for people to get their hands on what they bought, piracy will skyrocket. And honestly, they deserve it. You just put the doors wide open for piracy, and I guarantee you that shit is gonna pop off. So, I hope y'all get what y'all deserve, because y'all clearly wanted this. But yeah, I just wanted to rant a little bit because I'm so disappointed. I had a great breakfast. I went to the gym. I lit up afterwards with some friends and had some lunch. And then I come back home around 2 o'clock to see this dumb shit. You feel me? I purposely avoid looking at my phone in the morning because, I have a problem with doom scrolling. So, I was having a good day until about 2 o'clock. So, it is what it is at this point. We desperately need the Stop Killing Games movement to be successful because this is the beginning of the end for game preservation. Full stop. But hey, thank you for listening to my nonsensical rambling, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take it easy.